Look, it's not the studio series, but I could still find this one at the stores. It's gonna be good enough. From Transformers Rise of the Beast, this was the mainline Voyager Optimus. If you don't know, Rise of the Beast was actually kind of weird because they had a studio series line, and I think like before the movie came out, you had a lot of the figures already out, like Air Razor and a few of the others. And then you also had a mainline, which was like cheaper price, more cheaply made figures that were more geared towards children, but were still like decent Transformers. They did a good 3-pack even. They had Cheetor and Nightbird and Wheeljack in it. Yeah, this is the Optimus from the main line. I was going to hold out for the Studio Series one. It never showed up in my area, and at this point, like, I'm good with my Bumblebee movie Optimus. I don't need another Studio Series Optimus. This figure looks pretty good. I've seen a few videos of him, so, hey, it might be worth checking out. That said, this box has been crumpled. That said, it means I got him on sale. Alongside that, you can see vehicle mode, robot mode. Also, this looks astoundingly like the Studio Series Optimus. Like, I know that the Bumblebee Optimus and the Rise of the Beast Optimus are, you know, very slightly tweaked from each other. But you look at this figure, that legitimately just looks like the Bumblebee movie Optimus with a few less moving parts. So, I mean, let's check them out. Taking this Optimus out of the box, and my first thought is I feel lied to. You know how, like, there's the joke about, like, on social media, people will put on the filters so you don't really know what they look like until you see them in real life? You look on the back of the box, Optimus has way more paint than his figure actually does. So, here, let me just pull him to the side, right? Let's look at this guy. Doop. Let me zoom out. So, you look at this Optimus, and, like, there's yellow here near the pelvis. There's a lot more of, like, a gunmetal gray. It looks like there's more blue in the legs. And then you look at the real Optimus, none of that's there. There's absolutely no paint in his pelvis, aside from that weird black, like, square there. And it's all just this very boring, dull gray. Now, to be fair, a figure can still be good and not be super colorful. It's just weird seeing this Optimus look so bare. Alongside his lack of color, his proportions are a bit strange. Like, you have these massive shoulders in the chest, but then arms look very weedy. In fact, those are the only things I really have issues with. The legs look fine, the torso looks fine, shoulders look fine, head looks fine. It's just the arms look super scrawny. At least there's some good articulation on the go. Oh, this is just Optimus lounging out by the pool. Don't mind him. That said, seriously, he does have some good articulation. You have a swivel at the head. It feels like it should be a ball joint, but he just gets no up or down, and that stinks because you could use it. Alongside that, you got a universal at the shoulder with the armor plate that moves out of the way. You have an upper arm cut, a deep single elbow that basically gives you the range of a double. You have a ball joint at the hand, but the hands are super tight. You have a wrist, and then you can kind of cheat an ab crunch through the transformation joint. You have universals at the hips with the armor getting out of the way, upper leg cut, deep single knee, and then we have a little bit of side to side at the feet and back and forth. So again, not a well-proportioned guy, not a super colorful guy, but this is a really nice figure, and it definitely works for an Optimus. Like, just looking at it through the camera, if, like, the arms weren't so weedy, I'd actually argue that this is one of the better-looking primes I've seen in a long while. I like just how, I don't know, industrial he feels in some ways. It helps that you also get a pretty nice accessory, that being his ion blaster. I'm not going to complain about it, but on the box it looks so much bigger. But here, we'll just put that in his hand. Nope. Fits pretty well. And now we can have him just going absolutely ham on some Decepticons. Doop. There we are. So you have this really fun Optimus Robot mode, but you have to wonder, what does the transformation and vehicle mode hold? Color me impressed. That was actually a super fun transformation. I dug that a lot. It takes a lot of notes from the Earthrise Optimus, a little bit of Studio Series Bumblebee movie Optimus in there too. That I will say, the front mode of this truck just looks great. I love, like, this kind of Cybertronian detailing behind the windshield. I like the paint, I like the grille, I like the smokestacks, all looks good. Then you get to the back. Back's a bit rough. Back is very rough, actually. The traditional problem with the Optimus figures, what do you do with the feet? Well, sometimes you get really clever and cool solutions, and other times you get this. It's rough. If the feet could come off, I think it would look a lot better, but then Well, that's a figure with no feet. Alongside that, you have the gun still. You can put the gun here in the trailer hitch, and then boom, Optimus can shoot at people as he's running away. Hey, that's a heroic thing to do. I say that Skybound Optimus did that to Devastator, and it worked out pretty well. Overall, I like this vehicle mode. It has a really big flaw, that being the feet, but if you can't get your hands on the Studio Series one, or if you have a Studio Series Bumblebee Optimus and just don't need another Optimus that's just like it or very close, which is kind of the camp I'm in, this is a good alternative for a Rise of the Beast figure. Not as nice, not as well painted, but still a really clever and fun figure that at least feels different to some of the other Optimuses we have from the movie. Again, the Studio Series Rise of the Beast Optimus, super cool figure, better than this figure. It just feels a little too much like the Bumblebee Optimus movie to me. I'm gonna be so real with you. I have so many Optimus Primes, I want them to feel as different as they can. At least this guy has a different flavor somewhat, you know? Transforming him back, and all I can say is, like, it astounds me that there's only that much kibble. Like, you got the wheels, you got this, and then you got the back flap. It's a good transformation, it really is. I started this video kind of lukewarm against this figure, but now even things like the arms don't bother me because I understand why they're there, the transformation. If you want a really nice movie Optimus, and you don't want to spend insane money on a Studio Series Optimus, because trust me, they go for insane money now, this is a really good one. This is a great one, actually. Especially if you want a Rise of the Beast Optimus or even a Bumblebee movie Optimus, but you just can't find the Studio Series versions. This one really hits all the notes. It's great, it's big, it has a good transformation. Sure, the gray is a bit much. I wish there was a little bit more color in the midsection. But other than that, this is one of the better Optimuses I've messed with in a pretty long while.